In this video, I'll guide you through my proven approach to preparing for classroom or lecture hours during a busy week in nursing school. Before each lecture, it's crucial to maximize your preparation. At the beginning of each course, you'll receive a syllabus that provides a roadmap for the entire semester. Take the time to explore this document thoroughly, noting essential details like course topics, class dates, due dates, and grading breakdowns. It's also a great opportunity to update your calendar for the entire semester. For a more detailed approach, review the syllabus before each class to identify the specific material to be covered during the lecture. Then open your textbook and carefully examine the major points and objectives outlined in the chapter. By familiarizing yourself with the subject matter in advance, you'll allow your mind to start organizing the material and forming a preliminary understanding of how it all fits together. Take a moment to watch a brief YouTube video related to the topic before heading to class as well. Armed with this pre-study, you'll arrive at the lecture with a bit of a grasp on the topic, significantly reducing your cognitive load. This prior knowledge enables you to connect new information with what you already know. Instead of struggling to grasp the basics, you can begin exploring the material from different angles, thinking about how to test yourself effectively, and even creating visual aids like mind maps. Live lectures often move swiftly, and by familiarizing yourself beforehand, you essentially get a second pass at the material. This reinforces your prior knowledge and helps you counter the forgetting curve, ensuring a more successful and productive learning experience. Now, here's where things take a unique twist, and it might challenge the conventional approach. You see, when I'm in class, I don't typically take traditional notes. Instead, my first move is to open the voice recorder on my laptop and hit record right at the beginning of the lecture. As a backup, I often use my iPhone to record as well, just in case anything goes wrong with either device. Fortunately, at my university, the instructors didn't mind if we placed our phone up on the podium for a better recording quality. Now, during lectures, I typically do one of three things. First, I might thumb through the textbook, trying to locate the sections that the instructor is covering. Second, I might open up Notion and type out the key points that the instructor is discussing, though I mainly do this when I'm feeling a bit tired and need to stay engaged. Third, I might simply follow along with the PowerPoint presentation if one is provided. Having already pre-studied the material by scanning through my ebook, I've usually highlighted and marked pages for easy reference. This approach has proven highly effective during lectures. By the time I get home and start reviewing the recording, I already know where to find the relevant information in the textbook, making it easier to organize and solidify my knowledge. You see, my rationale for not taking detailed notes during class is quite simple. I believe that note-taking can sometimes divert your attention from the material and hinder your ability to make meaningful connections. When you're busy writing or typing notes, you're thinking more about the words to write than the actual information itself. After the lecture, when I listen to the recording, I find that everything I need is already there in the textbook. So there's usually no need to retype or summarize what's already available. Instead, I go through the recording minute by minute and create visual aids like mind maps and flashcards to reinforce my understanding. I realized over time that the notes I took during class rarely got referenced anyway, so I concluded that writing down notes in class wasn't as important as developing a system to ingrain the information into my memory. In college or university, what truly counts is the knowledge in your head, as proven by your exam performance. However, I do see value in maintaining organized Anki decks and well thought out mind maps. They can be incredibly helpful in reinforcing your learning. But remember, it's the acquisition of knowledge and the depth of your understanding that will ultimately make the difference. As far as PowerPoints go, they can be valuable resources, especially when instructors include detailed notes beneath the slides. These slides can serve as excellent visual aids and text sources for creating effective flashcards or study materials. Now that we've efficiently gathered our study materials, including a comprehensive overview of the topic, a roadmap provided by the lecturer, a recorded reference, and confirmation of our attendance in class, it's time to head to the house or back to your preferred study location and organize these files for productive studying. Here's how I streamline my organization process. Begin by creating a dedicated folder for your current class. Within this folder, establish subfolders for each unit you're working on. These unit folders will house all relevant files, such as PowerPoints and study sheets provided by your instructor. Next, create a separate folder specifically for lecture recording audio. While a second folder isn't strictly necessary, it helps maintain a well-organized study environment, which I personally find beneficial. Now that your folders are in place, navigate to the one containing your lecture recordings. Take a moment to rename the recording file systematically, incorporating details like course name, unit number, and lecture number. Then, simply drag and drop these renamed files into the audio folder within the corresponding unit folder for the class. With this structure in place, you'll have all the resources you need conveniently located in one spot, ready for you to begin studying the material from that lecture. This organized approach will enhance your study efficiency and effectiveness, ultimately contributing to your academic success. In conclusion, effective preparation for classroom or lecture hours is essential for success in nursing school or any academic endeavor. By taking a proactive approach and utilizing the strategies discussed in this video, you can optimize your learning experience. Start by thoroughly reviewing the syllabus to gain an understanding of what will be covered, and then pre-study the material to familiarize yourself with the topic. During lectures, consider recording them to free your mind from taking notes, and focus on active listening and making connections. After the lecture, organizing your files and materials efficiently will make it easier to review and study effectively. Remember that the goal isn't just to have beautifully written notes, but rather to acquire and retain the knowledge that will be ultimately used in practice and tested in your exams. By following these steps and maintaining a well-structured study routine, you can enhance your learning process and increase your chances of success in your nursing program or any other academic pursuit.